welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me in another video. Last week's video was a massive Primark haul. I will leave it linked here and in the description box if you would like to go and check that one out. In that Primark haul, I may have bought tiny little bit of Primark makeup. And by a little bit, I mean a full face of Primark makeup. So I thought I would do a video on testing out Primark makeup. How many times have I said Primark makeup? Quite a lot. I thought I would do a video testing the makeup out, letting you know what I thought about it, and yeah, basically that's what today's video is going to be all about. I didn't get all the products that I thought I was maybe going to pick up when I went into Primark, and I've explained why I've done that throughout the video, so hopefully that is okay with you. Let me know if you enjoyed the video by giving it a big thumbs up, and let's just jump right in and get started. First of all, please excuse my hair, I haven't done it yet, and I'm actually getting ready for work right now, so fingers crossed that this makeup is going to be good, or else I'm going to work with a weird face. I always moisturise and prime my face before I go on to doing any sort of makeup. I have already moisturised, so for primer I'm using the Primark Stay All Day Primer, and it states it will extend the wear of makeup, smooth your skin to create the perfect base for makeup. This one was £3. Oh, it's good that it's got a little seal on the top, so you know it's not been used. That's actually something I didn't even check when I went to buy it. Probably should have done that. Okay, let's see what this is like. Okay, so it's white. I didn't expect that. I thought that it was going to be like that silicone kind of primer. I don't know. I just expect all the primers these days to be like that silicone kind, because they all are. Oh, put it on my finger, now I can't get my mirror open. Okay, so I'm just going to press this into my skin. It smells kind of like oranges. It's got a really nice smell. Yeah, that's quite lovely actually. It's just feels like a moisturiser. It doesn't feel thick or anything like that. It's quite greasy, but I think that's good. That smell though, I didn't expect it to be smelling of anything really. I'm actually going to use a little bit of this primer on my eyes as well, because I just couldn't see like an eyeshadow primer. So I'm just going to pop that on there, hoping that it will work, because if it doesn't, I've just made a big mistake. I didn't actually pick up any eyeshadow, and the reason for that was that there were a couple of palettes open for testers and they weren't really good at all. I put my finger in it, I even like rubbed it a couple of times, and there was like no product whatsoever on my finger. It was just a little bit of glitter. I just thought to myself, I know that I'm going to be doing a testing Primark makeup video, but I really thought that would have been a waste of money me buying that, because there was no way that I was going to like it. Especially not when I've got really good eyeshadow products already. I'm just going to compare it to that all the time. So that was my opinion anyway from first swatching the eyeshadows in the shop. They were really not good. Hairstyle change, it was annoying me, so I've had to put it up. It's still annoying me, but you know, we're going to work with it. What I'm going to do, because I've not got eyeshadow, is I'm actually going to use the contour palette on my eyes just to give them a little bit of definition. So this is 8 shades to highlight and contour, and this one was £6. The packaging's actually really nice. And on the back it shows you what to do with each of the shades, so whether you need to highlight with it, bronze with it, or contour with it, which is good if you're a beginner into that kind of thing, if you don't really know what product should go where. Okay, oh, it actually feels quite nice quality. So I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and use this kind of greyish brown shade and work that into the crease first of all. Actually goes on quite well, nice and smooth, it blends quite well. Same on the other eye. That's actually really nice shade. It complements my skin tone quite well, so I'm excited to use that for contouring. I am just going to use the same brush now and go in with this deeper brown shade in the bottom right hand corner. and I'm just going to work that right into the crease just to darken it up a little bit. And pop that on the outer V of the eye as well. I always say this, but you don't have to be too neat when you do this kind of makeup, because I always take a cotton bud after I'm finished and I just wipe up the sides so that it doesn't look too messy. What I'm going to do is, again using the same brush, I'm going to take this little pinky creamy shade here and I'm just going to work that all the way through the crease just to kind of blend those out, because I'm getting a little bit of a harsh line at the top. So just take some and rub it right. Don't rub it over the colour because you don't want to lose that darkness. For the eyelids, I'm going to use this double-ended sponge applicator and go into this top hand shade. This is like a really shimmery whitey colour, so I'm just going to use that all. Oh my god, it's very pigmented. I just touched that and look at the pigmentation that's came off. This might be a little bit too much now. Maybe try and spread that across both eyes. Oh my god, that is amazing. This is going to look so nice for a highlight. Wow, the pigmentation of that is crazy. And I really like using these spongy applicators to pack on eyeshadow. As you can see, like how pigmented that packed on. I actually don't think that it would have been that pigmented had I just used like a flat brush. So that is a top tip for you. If you always throw those away when you get a palette, you shouldn't, because they are great. I honestly love packing eyeshadow on with those. To blend those two colours together, because there's kind of a hashed line now between the white and the brown, I'm going to go into this contour colour here, just a little bit, and just the same brush again, just kind of blend that over the line, just to make it transition better. I didn't actually think that this is going to turn out that nice. I kind of worried that, you know, I've not got the eyeshadow, should have just come in with eyeshadow or do it on, but I'm really glad that I chose to use these because it's so pretty. It's actually a really nice smoky eye, and I'm surprised how well they've blended and that there's not any fallout. It's actually really nice. I'm now going to try out this eyeliner. So it is the Fine Liner Pen Precision Tip for Perfect Flick, and it is in the shade Carbon Black. This is £1.50, and I like the fact that it's wrapped in like this plastic, because you know that no one's been able to like test it or use it. And that was a really big thing with the makeup stand. A lot of the things had been opened that weren't for testing, and they had been tried, and obviously you don't want to pick up makeup that's been, you know, that someone else has tried, because bacteria can spread, and when you're putting that on your face you want to make sure that the products are clean. So I was really glad that this one was in the packaging. And I really like the black packaging of this. It's quite sleek and it's like quite matte. Okay, so this is the nib. As some of you may or may not know, if you have watched my makeup tutorials before, whenever I do a winged eyeliner, I always use the Collections felt tip liner. That is the best liner. It's actually right here. The packaging is rubbed off quite a lot, but this is the Primark one and this is the Collection one. As you can see, there is quite a difference between the nibs. This one's quite longer and thinner, and the Collection one is shorter and fatter. So I'm hoping that this one works as well. I love the Collection one, but you know, this, if it is good, then it's £1.50, isn't it? Which is not a bad price for an eyeliner. Actually, this long nib makes it quite perfect for doing your lash line. Oh, I've got the fear now that I'm having to go into this flick. My first thoughts whilst doing this is it's good to line your lash line. It's good to get, like, you know, if you just get it perfect first time, then that's great, but it's not got a lot of control if you're trying to fix it like I am here, because I've made a bit of an error. Okay, It's quite difficult to do this on camera with a little mirror, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it like that just now, and I'm going to go and try and do it more and come back to you. I'm definitely not loving the eyeliner. It just kind of got thicker and thicker and thicker the more I tried to fix it. It is good for lining your lash line, but to make that flick it's not sturdy enough to really pull it down and get a straight line. So my thoughts on that is a thumbs down. I mean, half a thumb, I kind of like in the middle, because like I say, it is good for lining the lash line. But I'm going to stick to my collection one, it's not about that. So for mascara, I didn't actually pick up a mascara. The reason for that is that I'm really particular about my mascaras. I like to have a waterproof one, and I just like what I like, if you know what I mean by that. So I never picked up a mascara because I thought I'm not going to like it anyway, no matter how nice it is. So I'm just using my own mascara. Now before we go any further, I'm just going to use the little Pina Colada lip balm. This is only 90p, and I have actually used this before. It's not great. I mean, it doesn't really smell like Pina Colada. It doesn't really taste like Pina Colada. It doesn't really moisturise your lips either. It's not my favourite anyway. But I'm using it because I want to keep my lips moisturised before we go into lipstick. For foundation, I'm using the foundation stick, and I got mine in the shade Natural, which I hope is going to be a match for me. This one was only £2, and again it's got that really well sealed packaging on it so that no one could use it, so I'm glad about that. It's the same kind as the eyeliner as well, like that matte black packaging, and foundation sticks are all the rage right now, so I'm hoping that this will be good. I'm a little bit nervous because currently I'm completely and utterly in love with my Kiko Milano foundation. I've used it for about 2 months non-stop, and that is a powder foundation. So for me to go to a stick foundation is a little bit scary. Hopefully it'll be able to blend quite easily. So let's try that now. I don't even know how much to put on. I think this is too dark. Oh no. I think this is far too dark. I'm just using a big fluffy brush to blend it in. It's not blending very well. Let me tell you that much. Maybe it'll lighten up with the powder. Right, I'm going to switch to my beauty blender. This isn't blended in very well, so I'm just going to switch to my beauty blender, and I'm just waiting at using the Tempo Spa Toning Essence. Oh no, I've got work to go to, guys. Okay, it's blending a little better using this sponge. I do think it's too dark for me though. And I'm just doing it in little bits like this because I don't know how fast it dries. So I don't want it to dry and then not be able to blend. That would probably be a nightmare. Coverage wise, I mean, have got a couple of spots that's not really covered them, so I might have to go back in for a second coat. I mean, I know it's only £2, so how well am I really going to get it, but I think this is going to oxidise as well. I just feel it in my bones. This is going to be a bad makeup day, guys. It definitely blends better with a sponge. Don't use a brush on this one because you're just going to drag the product around. Even if you try and pat it out, it's not going to work with you. Do you know what though? I think this is actually okay. It's blending out quite well. It's leaving a nice finish. I would say it's like a satin finish. It's not matte, but it is kind of like a satin finish. And it is covering up the redness to my skin. I take a big massive brush and go into this shade in the contour palette and just rub that down my neck, because yeah, we need to get a little bit more colour on my neck, considering this foundation is way too dark for me. but you know, we're just going to fake it and then hopefully it'll look a little bit better. Okay, I'm going to use the banana shade in the contour kit with my sponge. Just dab into that and then pop that underneath my eyes. Oh, this is actually really nice. It mattified it quite well, although it is quite yellow. What I'm going to do is, this little mirror that I'm using is actually the face powder. It's £2, it's mineral based and it's in the shade Light. I'm just going to take a little bit of that on this beauty blender and pop that under my eyes as well, just to lighten that yellow up, because it is quite yellow compared to the pinkiness of the foundation. I think if the foundation was yellow based it wouldn't look out of place, but it's because it is quite pink that it looks a little bit weird. I'm just going to use this brush. I've just wiped the excess on my arm that I just used for bronzer. I'm going to pop that into this white powder as well and just rub that on my face. Just to like dust in. The reason I'm doing it with a big massive brush and not a sponge or a dense brush is because it's already quite cakey like on my face. I don't want to add any more product to make it look any more cakey. Overall, it's alright coverage. I think it's medium coverage. It's definitely buildable. If you are looking for something that can be built up, that's in a stick but you don't want to pay the expensive prices, then I guess it's alright. I wouldn't go for it again though. That's my opinion, but that's only because I really am into my powder foundation now. But it is quite good. I mean, I'll let you know what happens throughout the day if it does oxidise. So what I'm going to use now are these contour, highlight and shade sticks. These are for, bronzing, contouring, bronzing, shading and highlighting. These were £3. Run that down below my cheekbones. This is quite dark. I'm just going to do one first and I use an angled brush to blend that out. Actually blends out really well. Put a little bit more on there. I'm just being a little bit hasty with it because I don't want it to look really cakey. That is actually really nice though, if you can see that. It's quite sharp as well. Okay, next side. I've done that a little bit high. Done that one a little bit high, which is why I just kind of blended that right out there. Right. I'm just pinching my brush as well whilst I blend it out, and then blend it up. Don't blend it down because that's when you tend to get a muddy finish. This is actually really nice. It blends out so well and it leaves a good contour, I think. I think this one would be a little bit too dark for my nose, so I am going to use the bronzing stick. This one's a little bit lighter. I'm just going to run that down just here on the tip and a little bit there. So just a tiny little bit. Again, just using the same brush, I'm just going to pinch it. So let's use the highlighting stick now. Let's go underneath the contour to sharpen that up a little bit. And let's just take it down the bridge of the nose as well and on the lips, just here. And this time I'm just using the same brush again so that it all blends in together. And I'm going to blend it and then pull it down this time. And this one I'm just going to do it with my finger. Again, that is really nice. It's really sharpened out that contour. I like that. I do like that. Next, I'm going to set the contour with this colour here, which is the colour I used on my eyes to contour my eyes. With the same brush, just to set that into place. And I'm going to take that up on the forehead as well. And I'm also going to take that down my neck. Again, this is really nice, I like this. I love this contour kit, honestly, this is by far my favourite so far. I mean, those sticks though were also really nice. I didn't pick up a blusher because I didn't actually have any in the store, so I'm just going to use my Makeup Revolution matte blusher in the shade Nude. Is it Nude? Oh no, sorry, Fusion. I'm so sorry guys, my camera stopped recording there. I was just saying how much I absolutely love the brow product. That's definitely a big thumbs up from me. I am so sorry guys, I also cut out me doing my highlight, so I really wanted to swatch this highlighter for you. It's this one in the corner. As you can see, look how pigmented that is. It's actually the shade that I used on my eyes, and I don't know why it cut out me doing my brows and my highlighter, but look at that glow. That is amazing. Like literally I was glowing. Oh my god, I was glowing from space. That was amazing. It was great. I also used a little bit of this one just on top, just to kind of like darken the white a little bit. So I'll swatch this one for you as well. As you can see, it's just a really subtle glow, that one, but also like look how amazing that is. So I just wanted to show you that. I'm really sorry that that cut out, guys. Let's show you the brow product as well. This is the brow cream. It just comes in this little squeezy tube and it's a bit indented now that I've squeezed it. I got mine in the shade dark brown, which was a really good match for my hair colour. So if you're anywhere like my hair colour, then you're going to really like this. It's quite hard to squeeze out, but when you do, you honestly don't need a lot at all. It's quite thick too. It kind of feels, it's definitely a cream and not a gel. So if I rub it out here, you can see how easily it rubs out and how a little bit goes a really long way. So I just needed like 1.5 squeezes to fill in the whole brows. So I thought that that was absolutely great as well. So once again, I'm really sorry that that cut that out, guys. I'm just going to now finish the eyes by taking the dark shade in the contour palette and just running that on the lower lash line. It's just going to give it like a nice smoky look. I'm going to take this little brush again and just pop it into that nice white highlighter and pop that into the inner corners of the eyes. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of mascara on the bottom lashes. Okay, so on to lips. I'm going to be using this lip liner pencil. It was £1 and it is in the shade Brown. I'm just going to apply that on the outer corners, outer circumference, sorry, of my lips, as you normally do. That's actually quite nice on its own, but I am going to top it off with this lipstick. This is 90p and it's in the shade Toffee. Oh my god, it's like a gorgeous brown colour, so I'm so excited to use this. These actually go really well together. The lip liner, just to say, was really soft to apply. It didn't pull on your lips or anything. This is also really soft to apply too. Really smooth. It doesn't make my lips feel dry or look dry. Really high pigmentation. I absolutely love that. I really love that. It is the end of the day now. I've just come in from work, which means I've been wearing this makeup for about 8.5 hours. I am so sorry. When I come back in from work and I just checked the footage quickly on the camera, and my camera did not film me doing close-ups of the makeup, so I'm really sorry that I didn't get to show you what it looked like before I had it on for 8.5 hours. Hopefully you kind of seen what it was looking like when I was applying it to my face, and if I can try and zoom in, I'll do that. I mean, you will already have seen that anyway, so if I've done that, hopefully it was okay. Once again, I'm sorry if it wasn't. So this is the makeup now. It has kind of lasted. It's been okay. I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to show you. So these are my lips. I have not reapplied this lipstick all day, or the lip liner. As you can see, it is coming off in the middle now, but it has lasted. It only started to be like this about an hour ago, and today I've had 2 hot drinks, a sandwich, and a bottle of juice as well, and I've had a couple of cups of water. It went on satin, but it did dry down quite matte, so I do think that that is okay for a full day. For 8 hours wear, I do think that that is good. For my foundation, the under eye area kind of looks a little bit cakey. I'm a little bit shiny now as well. The makeup is rubbed off of my nose area, so it's not as full coverage on my nose. On my cheeks, it's rubbed off in this area, and that usually does happen to me with foundation because I do have oily skin. On my forehead, it stayed quite well, and yeah, like as you can see here, you can see my spot, but overall on my cheeks and kind of this area and on my forehead, it did last quite well, which I'm happy with, and it didn't look as wrong coloured. It doesn't actually look as dark either since I put powder on it. It didn't oxidise throughout the day either, which is great. A big thumbs up on that one. For contour, it is still there, so you can still see the definition, but it's a little bit cakey now. It kind of looks a little bit dirty. Highlighter is definitely still there. That was amazing, that highlighter. I love that. For the eyes, my eyeliner is still on. It still looks really, really good. The brown from the contour kit has stayed on well, but that shimmery highlighter has kind of rubbed off on the eyelids. That's, you know what, it's probably because I've not put a primer on. I have no doubt that if I had a primer on my lids, that would have stayed on, because they just blended so well, and like I say, it has stayed on my cheeks, so I don't doubt for a second that that would have stayed on my eyes too. Eyeliner is perfect. It is great. It's definitely waterproof. I think that's what it said it was anyway. Let's just read it. Yep, it says water resistant, smudge proof and long lasting, so that is definitely correct, I would say. For my eyebrows, as you can see here, it has came away a little bit, so it's a little bit dotty here. It's still quite good on the actual body of the eyebrows, but on the end it's just kind of slipping off the face a little bit, which is not great, but I mean it is still there. It's like little things like this that you could totally have touched up throughout the day. Overall, I actually think that the products are quite good. It's just small little things that I totally would not have minded touching up throughout the day. So, you know, like a little bit of powder on that part of my face halfway through the day probably would have stopped the foundation from slipping off. Likewise, you know, just a little bit of a wee touch up on the eyebrows at lunch, and like I say, if I used an eye primer, that eyeshadow probably would have lasted well as well. And obviously after lunch, if I'd have just taken the lipstick off and reapplied it, it definitely would have lasted. So overall, I'm actually really pleasantly surprised. I thought I was going to have wasted money, but I don't think I have. So if you don't have much money, if you can't really afford to get even, you know, even like a drugstore type product, it is a little bit more expensive than what you can buy from Primark. So I would definitely go for it. I mean, why not? It is, I think it's honestly, it's good. I would probably give it overall a 7 out of 10 combined for all the products. So thank you so much. Please excuse this, by the way, I've still got my work badge on. Let me take that off. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know down below what you thought of this video. If you'd like to see more videos such as Poundland makeup testing or like a £20 makeup challenge, whatever you would like, just leave a little comment down below. Give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and subscribe by clicking the button down below as well. It's free and it notifies you when I post new videos. I usually post on a Tuesday or Wednesday depending on my work schedule. And yeah, I think that's all I've got to say. Just thanks once again, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me in another video. So today I'm so excited to be filming because I am filming another Primark haul.